And hello there, all you Stay Tuners. Welcome back to Stay Tuned Sports, episode number 37, since we're going to be doing 2 shows a week, and our good friend here is back another week.
What's up, boys and girls? It's all shoulders, brah.
Yeah, we after the show last week, we talked a little bit. It seemed like it went well. So he's kind of joined the Stay Tuned Sports family now. So I got competition now for my looks and my smarts now, at least.
Right, and just keep emailing him on how you want to hear me over him, because I'm reality and he's out his ass. But But wait, bro chive, brochini,
okay,
the brotato chip, bro man. All right. Let me ask you a question.
That might be one of your Twitter handles.
It might be. You know.
Speaking of Twitter,
protein
real quick,
shake. You know.
Speaking of Twitter, real quick, you go over to Twitter to follow the show at ST Sports Podcast. You can follow my personal one at Jimbo ST Sports. And like I announced yesterday, if you head over to bellyupsports.com, I'll be writing articles for them at least once a week. They have some good articles over there, different sports, even some WWE wrestling stuff. But back to your Twitter thing that we were just about to say.
Right, and don't ever interrupt me again, bro chive. All right. I wanted to ask you a question. So you saw the Super Bowl, right?
Yeah.
Real quick, I just got a question for you. Who was the last person to throw a touchdown pass in a Super Bowl?
Man. He's going to be a free agent, I think.
Right, Nick Foles, the man, the plan, the great man. Just want to throw that out there, folks. What a shitty Super Bowl. We'll get to that sooner or later, but had to throw that out there for my boy Nick Foles.
Yeah, I mean that Super Bowl. Ooh boy. Like I said, I don't want to get into it right now because I got a lot of talk about it. But we're also going to talk about the new football league that starts tomorrow night, because right now it's Friday. We're recording on Friday. The Alliance American Football League, AAF.
The what?
The Alliance American Football League.
Can you say that 5 times fast?
Try to say AAF 5 times real fast. Maybe later when I'm on Jameson, I'll try it.
I think we should just refer to it as AFAFA.
Yeah. But, I mean, I'm kind of curious about it. I don't know, how do you feel about the league?
I didn't get much into it. I started looking. I am surprised to see some big names in it, believe it or not.
Yeah, I was.
Christian Hackenberg will throw out there. I mean, he's not a big name, but hey, that's not a bad caliber player to watch again.
Yeah.
And for me, a big surprise is Coach Mike Singletary.
Yeah. Mike Martz is also a coach, too.
Yeah, that's right, Mike Martz, yeah.
Brad Childress actually was a coach for the Atlanta team. I forget what the team name is.
Oh yeah, Brad Childress. He was with the Vikings for a short time.
He was the head coach of the Vikings. He was the offense coordinator of the Eagles for a few years. I think underneath Andy Reid.
Andy who?
Andy Reid.
Reid.
The second greatest head coach ever. First one, obviously, Doug Peterson, because the difference between those two.
So it goes Doug Peterson, then it goes what? Buddy Ryan or what?
Oh man, I didn't think. Good point there. I always love throwing my Buddy Ryan rule out there. You get a 15-yard penalty, make sure you break his effing legs.
That's right.
Michael Vick actually is an offense coordinator for the Atlanta team.
Nice.
The one thing I did see about the teams itself, a lot of players were drafted from that area because they want to try to get the regional fans in first before they really push for the national fans.
Yeah, see, I kind of like that.
Yeah.
It's a good marketing play. You're going to bring in your locals and get some automatic support with family members, and hopefully they're making it affordable. I mean, listen, either way this works, it's some extra football.
Yeah.
Something new. You don't have to be a diehard fan, but I'm not getting any endorsement.
Yeah.
But I say we tune in and check it out once or twice. Give it a chance.
And I mean, to be honest, one reason why I'm tuning in, I want to see how much worse or better the refs are. I mean, this past season in the NFL, they were garbage.
Well, I will agree. I mean, the refs were out of their minds, and that's why I rooted for the Patriots and why I picked them. We went over that because what were you going to give the Rams an asterisk next to their name?
Yeah.
There was no way they were in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And it pisses me off that Goodell had the chance to change it. He had 3 different ways he could have handled that situation. He did nothing.
Yeah.
He's a joke, and that league's turning into a joke.
He always was. I mean, even with like the Ray Rice situation that happened, the Josh Gordon constantly getting arrested for weed or whatnot, he could have leveled the right penalties for the right actions. Like Ray Rice, for doing what he did to only get, what was it, 3-4 game suspension, I would suspend him for a year. You could have severely hurt that woman.
Well, no violence against any woman or child should happen, never mind another man.
Yeah.
But, I mean, these people are out of control. But with that being said, here's my philosophy. And I believe this wholeheartedly. Football's got to get rid of politics.
Yes.
Football's got to get rid of what they believe in or any of that crap. It's an entertainment.
Exactly,
okay?
yeah.
With that being said, in entertainment, I don't care if these guys go and juice roids out of their heads. I don't care if they dance like goofballs on the side of the sideline. I don't care what they do. Entertain us. Let them take steroids. Let them throw a ball 600 yards. I want to be entertained.
Yeah.
Don't sit there and put them on a platform, which, let's be honest, 90% of them have no real education.
Yeah.
They went to college, if you can see my air quotes.
Yeah.
And, you know,
weaving.
causing the civil uprising in this country. And, you know, I'm a firm believer in 100% everything being equal for everyone.
Yes.
But, you know, this won't be a political show. But, again, it just falls back to they need to keep the NFL as entertainment.
Yeah.
I'm sick of the platforms.
And that's even like with some of these penalty rules. I understand. I've said plenty of times on the show. I understand player safety, but in the Kansas City game against the Patriots, I think it was Justin Houston.
Houston.
He grazed the helmet.
He didn't graze the helmet. I watched it over and over again.
I thought it grazed
No! He hit him in the shoulder pad.
Oh, Jesus.
And that's where it pisses me off, too, while we're on that subject, is you have a guy like Cam Newton. Gets blasted. Nothing called.
Yeah.
Tom Brady got grazed on his shoulder. And what did you have?
Yeah.
Penalty.
Exactly.
As far as I'm concerned, the Super Bowl should have been the Chiefs and the Saints.
And, going into the whole Super Bowl thing, probably would have been a hell of a lot better Super Bowl. I mean, I don't know if you've seen any of the stories. There was actually, I think it was like right around halftime, because I was at my dad's bar. Big Rich, I was sitting next to him, and he said that he was on Twitter or Facebook or whatnot, and said there was actually bars out in LA turning off the Super Bowl and putting reruns of Family Guy on, and not one person complained.
Nice.
That's how bad this Super Bowl was.
Well, and it was that bad because Goodell is terrible. He needs to be ousted.
Yeah.
We need somebody in there that's going to be fair and partial. He's worse than anybody I've seen with any kind of management of anything.
Yeah.
If he was working at McDonald's, he would have been fired.
Yes. And, the CBA is up, I believe they said, in 2 years. I think that time right there, if there's a lockout for a very extended period of time, I think you may see him get pushed out. Maybe one of those, hey, maybe you should resign, kind of fall in the store a little bit. But yeah, the first year that he was a commissioner, I think was the only year I liked him. After that, I'm like, what is this guy doing? This guy is garbage.
No, I don't think I've ever liked him. I'll give him props for the first year.
Wow. But even with the Super Bowl, the one stat, did you see when halftime was 3-0? They said it was a low-scoring game since Pittsburgh and Minnesota, and that game was 2-0. Like safety, a freaking safety.
Right. And it's not like these two teams coming in, though, were the defensive models of the season either. I mean, for the Christ's sake, our Philadelphia Eagles destroyed the Rams.
Yeah.
With a half-chatter team on their comeback.
All backup corners. All practice Scott.
The Patriots had enough of their run-ins all year. I mean, it's not like we had the best of the best there, and it's just...
Yeah.
These penalties are killing. I've seen, again, even during the game, penalties that were just ruining the game.
Yeah.
If the NFL doesn't do something, we won't have to worry about speaking about it again. We can move on to the AFFA League, and, maybe that'll be a good thing then.
Well, before we move on to the AFFA League, hashtag AFFA, let me ask you a question, because I wrote a little article on
Trademark by
Sports.
Shoulder, bro, by the way.
On bellyupsports.com. A couple days after, or maybe it was towards the end of the Super Bowl, the question got put out there, is Julian Edelman a Hall of Fame receiver?
Ooh, you know what? I have mixed reviews on that.
Why? Only reason why I bring it up is when I was doing my homework for it, you look at his career overall receiving yards. He's 31st among active players. Some names that were above him, now if this is a Hall of Fame guy, Brandon LaFell. Who's he?
Right, I agree with that. But see, there's more to
Torrey
it.
Smith, who played with the Eagles last year, is higher. But the one thing that I did find is he actually moved into second place for playoff career receiving yards, right behind Jerry Rice.
His playoffs are off the charts.
Yes.
And that's what I mean. First off, we got to compare, and people get pissed or they don't. First off, he's 5'10".
Yeah.
Small guy.
Yeah.
Lasted how long in the NFL?
Yeah.
Gotten hit as much as Wes Welker, who, God love him too. Okay.
Yeah.
For him to do what he's been doing and win the championships he won with Brady, and let's face it, Gronk hasn't been healthy in plenty of seasons. I'm thinking he's done.
Yeah, I think he's going to retire.
What other receiver was on that thing? We had Gordon. Did he? I didn't even see him in the Super Bowl.
No, he got suspended. He got popped again for weed.
Oh, I missed that. See, I was wondering. He's a bum.
Yeah.
And there we go again. See, listen now, folks. I said, I believe they could take steroids and entertain me, but, you're going to... It's either let them smoke and be dumb like that then, and just don't bring it out for them to be a role model.
Yeah.
And have nothing to do with it at the facility or anywhere they could be caught on camera. Let them do their thing at this point. Again, it's entertainment.
Yeah.
Okay, they're getting paid millions of dollars, but then if the company says no weed, then no weed.
Yeah.
It's like any other job too. But I'm saying if it's entertainment, it's entertainment. Let's not hold these people to weird standards.
Yeah.
But I mean, let's face it. He had the MVP for a reason. 171 yards in the Super Bowl.
I'm not saying he shouldn't have been the MVP of the game, because I mean he did have an outstanding game.
Right.
But did this one game make him a Hall of Famer? I mean,
it depends how much longer he plays too. I mean, when's he?
I mean, this is his 9th season. This past year was his 9th season, so it takes him.
And how many championships he's got? So look at it. If you're going to go off championships, that's always the big debate. Like, I was afraid B-Doc wouldn't get in. I love him to death because he didn't have the championship. So championships don't always define a player. But if you're producing in those games and you have rings, what else isn't a Hall of Famer? He's got the Rudy Hart.
But here's the thing, though, is what do you have to do? And this has been my argument about Nick Foles. What do you have to do to get to the playoffs? You could be a Hall of Fame receiver.
So you're telling me all season long he didn't do shit to get to the playoffs?
But if you look at his career records, Brandon LaFell, Torrey Smith.
Right. Well, maybe because he was underlooked then. He only got bigger within the offense of that offense, but the receiver declined in the last 3 to 4 years.
He's always been with the Patriots.
Right, but how much playing time?
Yeah, so another thing I found, too, about him with the regular season, through 9 seasons, he's only topped 1,000 yards twice. 3 of those 9 seasons, he topped 900 yards. The rest were all 300-400 yards. So in 3
Which is my pointing. I wonder what his play calling was then and how much he was actually in the game. Wasn't West was still there and he first came in? He wasn't utilized a lot then. Well, remember, they ran him out of split back a couple times.
Last year.
In the screen game as a Darren Sproles player.
Yeah. Last year is when he blew his ACL, so he was out for that season.
Right.
Got suspended this season, 4 games for the PEDs, steroids, whatever you want to call them. All the other seasons that he had less than 900 yards, he had 20 or 30 receptions. So he was probably the years, Wes Welker was there, Danny Amendola. But
I mean, there was a lot of his prototype, and he earned his way on, and I don't think they win that Super Bowl without him. No. As boring and shitty as it was, but I don't think they win it.
But my problem is, you have to win the regular season games to be able to show that you're a Hall of Fame playoff.
And what's what was his totals for the year?
I think 1,000. I think this was his second 1,000-yard year.
Right.
But
so why even have? I mean, is he looking to be at the end?
I mean, if you really think about it, as a receiver in this league, 9 years, he's close to 30.
I'd say 14, 15.
No, not as a receiver in this.
Right. Yeah, as a slot, absolutely. He hasn't lost a step.
There's only one receiver out there right now playing that's a 14, 15, and that's Larry Fitzgerald. Right. Everybody else, by the time they hit 30, 31.
So let's just say we give him 3 more years.
Okay.
And we give him 1,000 yards each season.
If
and another championship.
If he does,
God forbid,
1,000. Yeah. If he does 1,000 yards each season, then I would start saying, okay, maybe.
Answer your question. So what the hell are you asking me?
Because you can't tell the future.
Right.
I mean,
I just don't think he's in the conversation yet because it's not near that time. If he retired tomorrow, then I would start to dig into it and look into it. You know, I don't know why somebody would bring it up yet. I don't. Not in the sense of you. I know the talk's out there.
Yeah,
you know,
and that's
I
why
get it, but
that was kind of one of my reasons I brought it up was why would you bring that topic up about Hall of Fame receiver?
right. I don't know where were you watching? Drunkensports.com or
no? It was actually at Twitter, FanDuel.
Oh, well, that makes it legit.
FanDuel. Well, it's on the internet. Everything's true when it's on the internet.
Oh, that's right. Well, the internet did say I was super sexy, so I kind of.
And I was super smart. Shoulders.
Jesus. Shoulders, bro. Look at these.
Woo! But so since we kind of got our opinion about that, we don't want to be too boring like the Super Bowl, so we'll move on to the new football league. And actually, I told the fiance yesterday. I forget how we got talking about tomorrow. I said, well,
how are you feeling about her today, by the way?
I love her to death. I wouldn't be here on this earth.
Glistening tear in your eye. Wow, you're 2 shades of purple. But anyway, go ahead. So your fiance.
That's the beer in me.
Beer in you.
But yeah, no, I said to the fiance, so yeah, we're not going out anywhere.
Hey, can you hand me that charger over there?
Tomorrow night. If you want the wall mount too?
Yeah, bring it down for me, will you?
I'll rush right down. That there's a football league tomorrow. And she's like, what? I'm like, yeah, there's a new football league. It goes till April. She's like, no. I'm like, what are you talking about? I'm like, I'm going to watch it. She's like, no. I'm not dealing with you watching 9 months of football. I'm like,
okay. Well, you understand hockey's longer, right?
Yeah.
Hockey's overtaking everything for me.
See, we've been together going on 4 years now, and she's used to, between February and April, she'll have her boyfriend, fiance back for those few months.
Well, that's right. I keep forgetting you're a Flyers fan.
Yeah.
That makes sense, because
even though... Hey,
being a Flyers fan, I can understand February to April not being that important to you.
8 points out. 8 points out. We're
8 points out. I don't know. If you can look at that banner right next to you over there, let me know. But
I just wiped my ass all over it, so I can't
I know. Pittsburgh all the way, buddy. Maybe you're not used to watching playoff hockey and the end of the season and having something to worry about, but I'm not usually free till June. But go ahead.
So tomorrow I'll be watching the AAF League, the Alliance American Football. Starts tomorrow night, 8 o'clock. Forget what teams are playing. It's on CBS.
Yeah, I saw that. It was. I know. I think Orlando's one of them.
And then also Sunday, I think at 4 o'clock is the other one. Unfortunately, with that one, and this is what I'm a little worried about the league. It's going to be on the CBS Sports app, the one that you got to pay $10 a month for to watch sports.
It's only going to be on the app.
I'm just hoping that it's not. I'm hoping that tomorrow's not the free one, like a free one.
Oh man, here's another bummer that they got to fix. Is both games tomorrow are at 8 p.m.
Wow.
So
well, I mean, you think about with the NFL, you got how many games going out 1, how many games going out 4.
Right, and they're a how many team league?
Yeah. I guess you should have did like a 4 o'clock game.
Especially when it's introductory and you want people to get more exposure.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd say, hey, who am I? I'm sitting in my basement doing a podcast with you, you schmuckenstein. But
so who do
both games we got tomorrow with San Diego at San Antonio. A lot of Sands in there. And that'll be at 8 p.m. And then we have Atlanta at Orlando, which I'd be intrigued to see.
I think I might be watching that one.
And that'll be the one I'm going to try to probably watch. The other game I like is Memphis at Birmingham. And that's Sunday the 10th at 4 p.m. And then finally they did it right. Sunday the 10th will be a late game at 8 p.m. Salt Lake at Arizona. That'll be week 1 schedule.
Huh.
So, hey, I mean, that's not bad. See, but they split it up that way. I wonder if that's a typo. I don't know. I mean, that's right on their website. So, I guess it's not. Why would you put 2 games your first time premiering?
Unless there was a sports conflict. Like maybe there was a hockey game going on at the San Antonio area. And they had to have that one a little bit later to clear out.
Okay, so then take the other 2 teams, switch that game.
See, that's why you should be part of that league.
I guess. Well, I already trademarked Afafa, so I'm on my way. General manager. I'll be the next Goodell, except I'll be doing it right. But
yeah, with the Atlanta game, we talked a little bit before we came on. I may want to go for Atlanta because Michael Vick is the offense coordinator.
So what, you promote dogfighting?
That's the only reason why I said may, because of that.
I'm poking the bear, I know. I love puppies too, but...
And then Mike Singletary, he was the head coach. Is that the Memphis one he was the head coach of?
I thought it was Birmingham. Let me look that up one more time.
Because there are a lot of bigger names, whether it be head coaches, offense coordinators, even players. Trent Richardson is with I think the Bingham team. team. Michael Vick is
Birmingham.
Birmingham. Okay.
I'm going to try that again. It's not Binghamton, New York, yet, but Birmingham.
Maybe that will be the next team.
Just like Greensboro, Alabama. My mama said.
Oh, and Coach Spurrier, he's one of the coaches.
I saw that.
I hope he just totally fails. I don't think he deserves to be in football other than college football. But, they're doing it small.
J.K. McKay is the head of football operations. That dumbass needs to fix his job already.
They're doing it right by keeping it small right now.
Hey! Hines Ward is the head of the football development.
Well, like I said, they have bigger names involved in this league. Like, I think Bill
And he was a key component in making this world more equal and hiring 3 female assistant coaches.
In this league?
In this league.
Okay. Because I was going to say, there's one assistant female.
Jennifer King of the Arizona Hotshots, Jen Welter of the Atlanta Legends, and Lo Locust of the Birmingham Iron.
Wow. Well,
All
congratulations
part of
to all them. Hashtag. And hey, AAF, if you want to sponsor us, we would, gladly take the phone call from you guys, and we'll take free beer.
And I trademarked AFFA, so if it gets used, my lawyer's ready.
So
I'm in my closet. Shut up. You're on retainer.
But so out of those 4 games, did you have a favorite team?
I'm sorry, it is. It's Memphis Express. Mike Singletary is the head coach.
Okay. Do you have a favorite out of those teams or no?
I mean, I'm looking at them. It's tough. Steve Spurrier is part of Orlando, so that axed him for you. It's tough.
I mean, the 2 teams that I was looking at was the Arizona Hotshots, because you call me gay or whatever. I kind of like their helmets. I think the helmets looks pretty cool. And then the other one was Mike Martz's team, which was the San Diego Fleet. Mike Martz was the one that was part of the St. Louis, the greatest show on turf, and I'm curious to see if he could bring that to this league also, because from what I've been understanding and reading some of the rules, this is an offensive-driven type of league. There's no kickoffs. Starts off on the 25-yard line. If they want to go for an onside kick, it's a 4th and 10 play, basically. They get 1 play to get 10 yards. If they get the 10 yards, they get the ball. If they don't, then obviously the other team gets it where it's at. The other thing I'm curious to see, too, is let's say this onside kick idea and this kickoff idea is exciting, takes off, works, all that stuff. Will the NFL adopt it? Because they've been pushing for a few years now to try to get rid of the kickoff.
Oh, man, if they go to that level, and listen, I understand why they're doing it in this league, but we that's like taking a classic and just changing it. What do you mean no kickoffs? You're reinventing the game.
Yeah. But yeah,
football doesn't need to be reinvented.
But yeah,
football needs to be brought back to football more than ever than being taken away from it. And it goes back to this cuddly bullshit. I agree. You hate to see your favorite player get hurt.
Yeah.
But go tell that to Joe Montana has his rings where Mean Joe Green's coming up and knocking his face mask off. Like, come on, man. Is it football? Are we reinventing the wheel here? Let football be football.
But here's the funny part, and the kicker of this is, no pun intended, they want to get rid of kickoffs, onside kicks, but they want to leave punts still in the game. If there's one play that's worse than the other, punts, I mean, you have a defenseless receiver with no one really blocking in front of them, just getting laid out. I mean, last year with Darren Sproles against the Redskins.
Right.
I don't know if you remember that play. I thought he was dead. I mean, he got railed.
It was entertaining, though, wasn't it?
It was.
Right, so leave it.
And that's the thing is, us as Americans, that's what we like. We like
everything. It's human nature. You go back to the gladiator times.
Yeah.
They weren't in that arena to watch the lion they were there to watch the lion eat one.
Yeah, and that's why I think this bare knuckle boxing that was last Saturday is going to take off. I say within 5 to 10 years, because it is entertaining. Yes, a lot of fights last week were unanimous decisions, but there's a lot of blood. I mean, Beck Rollins, for Christ's sake, got punched in the face, took a step back, and spit her tooth out, and then won the fight.
Right.
Like it was actually pretty funny.
And it's straight boxing, no MMA.
No MMA, straight boxing.
See, I kind of like that. I think that reinvents boxing.
And it's actually like
You would think there'd be more knockouts. I'm shocked.
Well, and you know what? They brought that up during the show, and I brought this up yesterday's show. The reason why there isn't is because you're bare knuckles, so you're not punching as hard because you'll break your hand. And when you have the padding on, the gloves on, you have more of a area to punch because your hand's so
Right,
much bigger.
but the button's the button.
Yes.
I don't have to hit your button hard for you to go out. I just got to hit your button.
But it's a smaller spot, so if you have a bigger glove on, you have a better chance of hitting that button. So say your button is your middle of your chin and you're just off a centimeter, you're gonna miss that button.
Well, it is because it pushes there's two buttons in your jaw, and it's the jaw just got to get back and touch those nerves. Those nerves is your body's defense.
Yeah.
I mean, I can pull up sports science for you. I mean,
Well,
I will let them say what they're going to see. I got to witness it in person first.
Yeah.
I totally bit the big one with my wife being pregnant and some health issues going on that I didn't come see them with you.
Yeah.
I will say that the next time Bare Knuckle comes on, I will be watching it somewhere, somehow.
Yeah.
So I'll be able to tune in and give you a better opinion. It won't be fair for me to say anything. It's all on you.
But going back to the AAF, so
No, it's FFA.
FFA.
Trademark.
As far as this weekend, I have low expectations. I'm just going into it looking at it as, let's see how entertaining this is. If it sucks, I mean, I didn't lose anything out of it. I didn't pay for it or anything like that. I just lost 3 hours of my life. Then I'll go on to
No. They're swearing that they're going to keep the games at 2.5 hours long length. There's only 2 TV timeouts.
Oh, okay.
For commercials. The commercials are not going to be a big thing.
So I wonder if, oh man, I really hope they're not really going to that CBS app then, because how else are they going to make money?
Right. The networks, I don't know how they're going to do it.
Yeah.
Well, that's going to hurt the league unless they make it free.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not going to go pay, no offense. I mean, I might pay $10 to go watch them if they were playing in the field next to my house.
Yeah.
I ain't promising.
Now, I know with the NHL Network, it's the network, they do 1 free game a night, I believe it is, but you still got to pay a yearly or monthly, whichever it is. Would you still tune in if they give 1 free game a week? Like, say there's 4 games every weekend.
No.
So
I don't want to take the chance. When I watch something, and if you want me to get emotionally involved, I got to have access to my team when I want it.
Yeah. Because my problem would be, let's say I do fall in love with the Atlanta team.
Right.
And I can only see them once every 6 weeks or so.
You lost interest. It's not worth it.
I mean, that's why I'm an Eagles fan.
Can't buy into it.
That's why when a lot of people ask me, well, why are you an Eagles fan? You Eagles fan, blah, blah. Because, 1, I could literally drive to go see them. And 2, I could see them on TV. That's my problem with the Flyers right now is I get blacked out whether I get the NHL Network or try to watch it on TV. So
You just need a better cable provider.
I have them as an internet, and I thought about paying $70 just to get the cable to watch it, but that's when they were really, really sucking, and now my boyfriend's up here, so I may be able to watch them now.
Gotcha.
Carter Hart.
You heard it first, folks.
But hey, even Anthony Stoller's, he even last night he played really well too. But I don't want to keep bringing up stuff from yesterday's episode about what the Flyers should do. You know, I made that, and even there was an article on BellyUpSports.com about what the Flyers should do because Brian Elliott's coming back. But another question I want to ask you, and I guess I could tie this into hockey a little bit, since you're a Penguins fan, Crosby fan.
Whoa. I like Crosby. I'm not a Crosby fan.
I thought you were. I thought it was.
No, I hated him. I hated him at first.
Really?
I like him and respect his game. I'm not.
All right. Well,
would I shake his hand? Yes. Do I think he's one of the greatest of all time? Yeah, I do. Sorry, I do.
Okay.
I've seen him do some wonderful things, just like I've seen Malkin do wonderful things, and other players that I mean, look how long it took Ovechkin to stack teams to finally get a championship.
Yeah.
I can't say much, man. I mean, I'm not going to be that guy. I'm happy for Ovechkin. I'm not a big fan of his either.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. He. I don't want to call him dirty, but something just rubs me the wrong way about him.
It's not dirty. He's gritty. He's everything you want in a hockey player. He just has that one trait that makes him an asshole.
Yeah.
And as much as people hate Crosby's shit was more throwing temper tantrums and getting in the league, but he had pure talent.
Yeah.
Ovechkin just you seen him quit sometimes.
Yeah.
Or gets more prima donna than Crosby sometimes, and I don't like that. I like your gritty players. I like your Carl Hagelins. I like your Brian Dumoulin's. I like your Evgeny Malkin.
Yeah.
The guy can speak some English.
Yeah.
Let's face it. He gets on and he'll straight out tell the team, we did not play good. He goes, unacceptable. You know? And he's accountable for his actions. He's saying it this year. He's not playing up to par, and he's mad at himself.
Yeah.
You know, I like guys like that. Phil Kessel's of the world. You know, I know I'm naming guys on my team. I can go into other teams. I'm a big fan of the Oilers boy, McDavid.
Yeah.
He's young and in the league. He's got talent, but he's classy about it.
Yeah.
I haven't seen no bitchiness. So
the reason why I'm bringing up about this, the NBA trade deadline was this past week, and for about a week and a half, I would say was, LeBron obviously signed with the Lakers in the offseason, and the Lakers were trying to trade for Anthony Davis. I believe he plays for the Pelicans. I think it was he plays for.
Yeah, that's the unibrow guy.
I think so.
Oh Jesus!
I don't really follow.
Yes,
basketball
Jimbo. He's known for his big unibrow.
Well, see, okay. That's why I brought you follow basketball a little bit more to me.
Hashtag shoulders, bro.
The Lakers were offering 3/4 of their team for this one player. The reason why I'm bringing it up to the hockey is if let's say the Flyers, because that's really the only players I know, offered Wayne Simmons, Drew, Carter Hart, like all our 6-7 top guys. Would you take that trade or make that trade to get one guy? I mean, this Anthony Davis, he doesn't sound like he's.
If I'm the Flyers, or am I getting those guys?
If you're the Flyers trying to trade for Sidney Crosby, would you send that many players over for one guy?
Oh hell yeah! The only problem is Anthony Davis isn't the Sidney Crosby of the NBA.
Okay, and that's why
the reason I would do that is because, no offense, bro, and I'll still stick by you because you're a Flyers fan, and I'm not going to bash the Flyers. So they are a Philly team. They have a little place in my little place. It's the only Philly team I don't like. It's crazy.
Yeah.
But no offense, Drew's done shit. Simmons would be the only pickup, so that's almost half equal.
Drew's been playing great the past 2 years.
Drew's another clown. He's an ass clown, dude. Do you want him as your captain? Do you really want him?
Yes. If you said
you're
Simmons,
the only Flyers fan right now that I could pull up a guy from South Philly right now and he'll tell you the guy's an idiot. But Simmons would be the equal trade, and the other two would just be getting rid of him because they suck.
Yeah. But that's the reason why I brought it up is because when I saw that many players involved in possibly this trade, which didn't go down anyways, that's something I would say for like a Michael Jordan, or I may not even do it for LeBron. Say LeBron was on the trading block for these guys. That's you're trading 3/4 of your team. Now with that trade without going through, if you are one of those 7-8 guys that were on trading block, because supposedly LeBron's the one that went to the GM, the coach, said, hey, trade these guys for this guy. How do you play with them? I mean, here's a player that didn't have your back and wanted to get rid of you. How does that team go forward?
Well, it comes down to it again. LeBron is no Jordan, and I'm going to go to every argument in the world.
Yeah, and I agree. I think Jordan's the better one.
He has to be on a team that's stacked.
Yeah.
They stacked the team in Cleveland for him, and they stacked the shit out of the team down in the Heat for him.
And here's the other thing.
He would have been better off going to the Sixers. And I wouldn't have been that happy about it. Because he had more young, real talent around him that is winning now.
Yeah.
I mean, they're not a bad team right now.
No.
So.
And here's the other.
You go to a big market, let's face it, the Lakers are a struggling franchise right now.
Yeah.
And right now somebody's going, what? Wiggles is going, wiggity, wiggity, whack. But, you got to look at it this way. When Kobe was done, what have they had since?
Nothing. Even towards the end of Kobe, they started really struggling.
And that's because Kobe couldn't hold it all by himself, which to me, he's better than LeBron.
Yeah.
I'll be straight honest. I will take Kobe over LeBron on my team any day.
So would you go Jordan, Kobe, then LeBron? Or Kobe, Jordan, LeBron?
It's tough. I mean, I would go a couple people. They're not my only top.
Okay.
Kobe's one of my favorites. He's a Philly boy.
Yeah. An Eagles fan.
Well, he's a Philly boy. He went to Philly, so LeBron, bam, whatever.
Yeah.
I don't count him, but I would put Jordan first. Obviously, he's the great one. He's the GOAT. I can't deny it. He's done it in a time in a league where things were harder, and
And my problem with the argument between Jordan and LeBron, everybody says LeBron's better because Jordan had guys on the team. One, Jordan stuck with one team.
Right.
So really, he only had maybe 3 of those teams had turnover.
Bro, Trev, let me explain. And this is my whole debate for LeBron and Jordan, and I bend this right here. And I'll be glad to take anybody on with this debate. Okay, here's how I stop the LeBron lovers who say, "Oh, he's better than Jordan." Scottie Pippen would have not have been Scottie Pippen. B.J. Armstrong would not have been B.J. Armstrong.
Yep.
Horace Grant would not have been Horace Grant. And I can go on and on and on, all the way down to little Steve Kerr.
Yeah.
They were better with Jordan on the team.
Yeah.
Okay? He made them superstars. LeBron needs superstars to be a superstar.
Yeah.
Jordan was already a superstar.
Yeah.
Get it?
Yeah.
That's my argument. I'm not being an asshole. I know you get it. You know what I'm saying? Think about that for a second. You know, he had Pippen, he had P.J. Armstrong, he had, you can go on and on with Tony Kukoc, and you can go on and on and on and on. Yeah, but he made them players that good.
Yeah.
One, they knew they had a higher standard. The coach, I love Phil.
Yeah.
I mean, you gonna name another better basketball coach right now?
Say he's one of the greatest, if not the greatest.
And that's another debate that pisses me off. Well, what do you been that good without Jordan? Didn't he go other places and do great things?
Yeah.
Right. So, now we've also seen teams stacked and do shit, right? With a terrible coach.
Yeah.
Right. So everybody's gonna have their opinions. They're like assholes, a dime a dozen.
Yeah.
So everybody's got one. So I'm just telling you, watching basketball, being a fan of basketball, I played basketball, I ran ball all over the place,
Yeah.
And I know my shit when it comes to basketball. LeBron is just a freakish athlete. He's big. And he's got a game. I'm not saying he doesn't.
Yeah, I'm not taking that.
But he's not, in my eyes, a franchise team player.
Yeah.
He is your second guy you pick up to help fill a roster.
Yeah.
And it's sad to say he gets paid that much money because he's a big economy, big name. He's got shoes. But the only thing I can compare him to, Jordan-wise, is sneaker deals because young kids are brainwashed and they think LeBrons are like Jordans. To me, Jordan's still selling shoes.
And he's been retired
Jordan
how many
is
years?
Still selling shoes.
He's been retired, what?
In
15,
fact, he was
20
able
years?
to leave Nike and still sell more shoes.
Yeah.
Bruh. Tell LeBron, I want LeBron to leave Nike, make his own company like Jordan, and we'll just start there to see if he can compare.
Yeah.
Again, different time, different place. Jordan also ran to the hole a lot more. LeBron shooting a lot more threes, so there's going to be point wars and all this other shit with it.
Yeah.
But again, different time, different game. All I'm going to tell the people, 30 seconds left on the clock, down 3. Who do you want, LeBron or Jordan?
Oh, without a doubt, Jordan.
Right.
He's always been clutch. LeBron, like you said, you need someone to pass it to him. Jordan didn't really need it.
Without these conversations, we don't have a job, right, bud?
Exactly.
Hey, bro. Entertainment, bud. Entertainment. It comes back to it, I wish we had a call log right now where I can call in 65 people and have a 5-hour show because this is a dream for me. Because I would love to debate this shit all day long.
See, and that's why we need you, the listeners, to help,
Yes, we need fans.
retweet these out. Head over to our Twitter, ST Sports Podcast. Like, share, go on Facebook, share that stuff. And then maybe we'll get sponsors where we could, maybe we could get like AT&T to sponsor us.
Or maybe we can get hooked on phonics first and get you to speak, Will.
I'm still stuck on the first page because there's no pictures, so...
You're still thinking of FFA.
Yeah.
Hey, all I gotta say is hashtag that, more shoulders, brah. And let him know that I need to be here, because obviously, you see how this works.
So I think that's going to be it for us this week. We covered our football, our shitty Super Bowl game, which the FFA Super Bowl is in April. I'll have to see if it's on my birthday. Maybe we can have like a big birthday bash for me, and I can.
Right, unless there's some good playoff games going on, then sorry, bud.
You'll be done. You're not making the playoffs.
Would you like me to pull up the standings for that, brah?
But yeah, so that's going to be it for us this week. This is your good friend Jimbo.
Hey, it's his shoulders, brah. B-man.
Before I go, you can follow us on TuneIn, iTunes, Spotify, and I thought we were on Google Play. I never got the email back from them from like 9 months ago, so I got to get back on them. Hopefully we'll be on Google Play soon. But this is Stay Tuned Sports. It's your good friend Jimbo signing out. See you next week.